So I've had about 10 days of working on David's little Prius, and my garage has suffered the effects of Priusism. But today is the day I'm going to clean all this up. I will say that I saw David at church yesterday, and he said the car's doing great, doing everything it's supposed to do. There were certain things that didn't work right away, like he didn't have any heat. And that has to do with water circulating through the system and getting water from the radiator migrating into and out of the heater core. I guess a Prius has a heater core. But that started working after he drove a little while. So, he's driving the car. He's happy, got a big grin on his face, and life is good. So that's good. I'm glad I'm able to do that. I like the idea of being helpful. So, all of this got to be cleaned up. Some of this is Prius parts, and some of this is, like these are Prius parts, but I think these are going to get thrown away. But I've got a lot of these little clippy things, and these are good. I mean, you have to spend money to get them, and I've got a Prius. I might need some of them, so I'll put them in something and save them. So I'm just going to concentrate during the first part of the day just cleaning this mess up. I shouldn't say mess, stuff. Clean this stuff up. And then later today I want to work on the hot rods. And I'm thinking about digging the rat rod trailer out. And I've got a car show coming up this Sunday. And I'm thinking about hooking it to the back of the rat rod, which is really what I built it for, and drive it over to that show they're having on Sunday. I think that might be fun. And I got some stuff I want to take. And Honey Baby's thinking about going with me, and if she does, there won't be much room to put stuff in the car, so that'll be a perfect setup. So I'm going to stop talking and start cleaning this all up. And I hope y'all are having as good a day as I am, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. See you now. Alrighty then, I've got the shop cleaned up. I found a kind of a neat place to store that table that I made out of an old broken down table. I can stick it right behind this refrigerator. That way it's completely out of the way until I need it. So David is going to be bringing his car back because we didn't put the rear bumper on it, and I've still got the rear bumper out back waiting for him. It's still wrapped up in its new wrapper. So my garage is empty for the time being. I'm debating on which project to move to next. I have a car show coming up. I'm kind of debating on taking the rat rod trailer to the car show. And I'm also kind of debating on pulling the Studebaker up here and putting that emblem on the front of it, that Studebaker emblem. And I've got a generator down there that I guess I loaned it to somebody and they put gas in it, and they didn't run it out because there's still gas in it, so I need to empty it out and make sure it's run dry. And I've got other projects, but those are three that are kind of sticking out. So we'll see which way I wind up going. Anyway, no matter which way I wind up going, thank you very much for hanging out with me, because if it wasn't for y'all, I'd be here all by my lonesome. But because of you, I'm never without company, and I appreciate you. And I'll end it at that. Have a great day. I'll bring you back when I'm doing something of importance. So Honey Baby was looking at the calendar, and she figured out that there's a car show Saturday. We got one Saturday in Toccoa and one Sunday in Hartwell. So I could go to both, and I could take two different cars. So I think I'll go grab the Studebaker, bring it up here, and see about putting that hood emblem on the front of it, like I talked about a while back, and go ahead and gas it up and stuff like that. I might want to take I'm sort of leaning toward taking the rat rod to the one in Hartwell, because it's the closest. It's going to be a cooler day that day. My Honey Baby said she might want to ride with me, so it's always kind of fun to ride in a rat rod. So I'll go bring Studebaker up here, and I'm gonna mess around with it a little bit. Oh, joy. You know, one of the things I might want to do on this thing is pull the headers off and modify them. They have been touching, I don't know if that one's touching the battery box or could be the battery box. I think the other one might be touching the bottom of the frame. And it makes a little clunkety noise. See, that one's very close to the frame. I was thinking about trying to bend them. You know what I could do? I wonder if I could do this. I don't really want to do that though. I started to say I could actually. What would be better would be to bend them out. See, I was thinking about heating it with a torch and bending it down, but then now I'm thinking, well, instead of doing that, what if I wonder if I could heat them here. Ouch, that's hot. Oh yeah, that's right. That's an exhaust pipe. I wonder if I could heat them here and pull this out. Without heating them so much that I burn the paint off my thing there. Or better yet, I guess I'd be farther away, but I'd have more pipes to bend, but I could bend it back here. Same thing. Pull it away from the car. That would be nice if I could do that. That would actually be. Let me look at it now. I'm looking at, because I do have a pipe on the end of that. Maybe I could bend that pipe on the end out. Because I could take it off the car. Oh yeah. So if I took this pipe off the car, I could heat this with a torch and pull this out, and while I'm doing that, I could re-weld all this ugly stuff right here and grind that down smooth, because I had welded that on there, but then I just did it on the car, so I was doing some really ugly welds. But if I could get this off the car and bend this a little bit, and see, I think this will come off if I loosen. I got a clamp on that. It holds that. That's not welded on to that. That might be a smarter idea. And then the other thing I can do is, while I got it off, I could re-weld these tips back on it and turn them out. I like that idea better. Let's see if we can get them off. And some of you may remember the debacle. Is that a good word to use? The disaster that happened when I burned up my good torch. Well, there were some lessons I learned from that. One is, don't be cutting above where your line is. Move your line away. Now this little torch is actually, this is a jeweler's torch. It's not actually meant for this kind of work, but I'm going to see if it'll get this hot enough to bend. Now, one way to bend this pipe is to cut it, pull it around and re-weld it, which is a lot uglier. Obviously it's already got an ugly weld on it, but it would be nice if I could just bend this piece around like this. And if I can heat it enough with this torch, I will. But I've gotten my torch back away from where I'm going to be standing, and I will be cleaning off stuff behind here like paper and anything that's floatable and anything burnable. I don't anticipate having a lot of fire going back here, but you know, better be a little bit safe than a little bit sorry. What I'm going to try to do is just use this to heat this part right here and then pull this back. And what I'll do is I'll get a big pipe and I'll stick in the end of this so that when I get ready I can just pull it around. And I have some big pipes over here. I do believe I might get lucky and have one of them fit into that. These are old house jacks. I think they're probably left over from that house up in Maine that I jacked up. Look there, that almost fits, but it doesn't. It's okay though, I bet I can find something that does. This here might fit. Nope, it's okay, I still got something else that might fit. I want something not quite so heavy. This might work. This is one of those Harbor Freight tire things. That might be just about right. I only need to go in there about that far. So, we'll put it in there about that far. And then I'll plan on heating it right here. Now, let me think. I don't have long pants on, but I'm not expecting any metal to drip. I don't have sunglasses on, although I could have, but after the other day's debacle, I think I'd rather leave it where I can see with my eyes better than wearing any of those crappy sunglasses I've got. So I'm going to need to turn the heat on over here, and I'm going to need my little tool for that. I might turn y'all off for a sec. Well, I can probably just use a little wrench, little adjustable wrench. And then we'll see what we got. All right, obviously I'm not good at this. I don't think that's enough torch. I need my big torch. The problem, my big torch is still good, but these hoses won't fit it. And I don't have a set of hoses, and I don't have a spare set of tanks for it either. I'm gonna have to spend some time figuring that out, but I guess not today. It's worth a try though. Never know if you don't try, right? So what I'm probably going to do instead is, like I said before, go ahead and cut this. Move it to an angle and re-weld it. I can do that.